football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level. Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Give him 13 on that screenplay, and a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screenplays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screenplay.
That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Denver.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm to the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Throwing to someone with his length, Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger, extended bodies, that's just a lot big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be second. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
Darnold to throw. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That is caught by the tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Here's Dobbins. He'll manage only a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Broncos 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And he'll get about 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. A run with Dobbins. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
So anytime you're trying to defend one of these bigger backs in the league, Mike, the key you're going to hear every defensive coach preach is we've got to get penetration and we've got to stop his feet before he hits the line of scrimmage. If these backs are able to get a full head of steam downhill at or past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be broken tackles, there's going to be yards after contact, and that's what we saw here.
Now he takes off. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Denver.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go play action with Nix. That one's knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to lead to fourth down.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. His kick is perfect. And the Broncos, they're on the board. It's 7-3. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go play action with Darnold. Fires left sideline. That is complete. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And that's good.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throw it. Nix. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. We are through 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. Hunt brings it in left side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one, good for 18 yards, and to the 18-yard line.
How about the vision here? He starts up the middle and picks up decent yardage, but it was really his ability to see the space outside that led to the bigger gain and picking up the first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd and a yard. Here's a designed run, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
3rd down.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a 4th down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks go out to a 10-3 lead. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Dobbins, a gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
is Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Broncos first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They'll throw. It's Nix. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards.
So everyone's going to focus on the throw, right, Mike? But it was really the way he used his eyes to manipulate the defense that really made that shot downfield possible.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 on the Seahawks 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 6. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
25-yard line.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? They'll set up the screen to the Broncos. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Garrett Bowles, the man flagged there. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. tight end on the move left. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up
It's
third
a gain
down.
of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Darnold. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Here's Michael Dixon now,
for the Seahawks.
and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes the Denver
32-yard
offense.
line.
They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
To throw is Nix. That one complete to Sherfield. Less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side this time. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Broncos.
Denver.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Nix's pass complete to J.K. Dobbins. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Here's Nix to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, and he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They face second down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Brings up 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos cut the deficit down to 1. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
McIntosh on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
1st and 10.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
He'll step up and run this. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Sim. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. To return, it's Mims. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Broncos offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
It is 3rd and long. Mims sent in motion here. Throw it. Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Thought that one might have had a chance for a second there, but not to be. It's a pickup of 8, and it brings up 4th down.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but Give them credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped them short of the first down.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll get about 2. Brandon Jones comes up with the stop.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now, Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14
A
yards.
pickup of 14 on that ball. 1st down, Seattle.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he will get into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Broncos 9.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Begin here on the ground. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play action now. It's Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
Throwing now on third and long. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Well, third and 19, no problem, as they convert for the first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Second down at the 36-yard line.
Second and 10. Here's Dobbins. And some good blocking, springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll try and throw for it on third and 1. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down, Denver.
When you decide to throw the ball on third and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
To the ground, a first down run. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
46-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 46-yard line, a sound and 6. They send Sutton in motion. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Second and 11. Throwing is Nix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5. A run with Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on third and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Broncos are able to get it back within a score. Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. To throw is Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, it's in trouble, and down he goes. That is Johnny Barron, the rookie first-rounder, getting the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
We'll go play action with Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
First down.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down. They send Sutton in motion. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now, faking the give. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And this one's ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. On the return, here's Sim. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Garner. Whoa! And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down mark. And that's a pickup of 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this, in a battle with the clock, how much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number one receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage. So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
Brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
9 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Darnold. To the middle, it's Cup. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Rolling right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Down by Ernest Jones. A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground. here's Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
First down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th.
54-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Connects with Pup on the slant. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Looking out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Fair catch, taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
The tackle made by Julian Love. An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and a yard. A run. Here's the fullback, Burton. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. The tackle's made at about the 38-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Jaron Reed on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down, 8 yards to go. Stick with him again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Whistles here, we have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
A gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll come up for first and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and not a whole lot there. Up to about the 25.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. That pass caught right side. Valdez-Scantling. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on that play. First down, Seattle.
First and 10.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now, Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 yards on the play.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
44-yard line.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
If they lose this game, this is going to be one of those possessions that they're going to get on the bus thinking about. I mean, you just can't let drives go to waste, especially at this stage of the game, Mike. I mean, now it's up to the defense. Can they go out there, bail the offense out, and close this game?
The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts, so just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark should be enough to put this one on ice. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.